Hey everybody, welcome back to House Cynder here on CK3, a Game of Thrones mod. I did have to do a couple little things the beginning of this episode. Um, Number one, I had to kind of force him back into our prison. I don't really know what happened, but for some reason, the save was like 3 months or 4 months. I don't even know. Just a couple months after or before we actually got him. It was at I think it was at 9 or 10 keys. And I know we waited like one more month or one more phase, which I think was 3 months or something like that, and then just went ahead and tried to capture him. So it's exactly the same. I have no hooks on him, no nothing. As you can see, um, he's in the Illyrian Straits, so there's a chance he dies, but we'll see. Please make it to my lands. Do not die. He arrived in my court. Perfect. Ooh, big spike of lag there for a second. All right, so now he's at my court. I don't have to worry about him dying again. He died 3 times trying to do that. So yeah, just as soon as he gets off this, he breaks his sails, gets hit by bandits, and then as soon as he lands here in these two pieces of land, he usually doesn't make it through them. But he made it through this time, so that's good. So now we're back to basically where we were at the beginning or the end of last episode. Maybe a couple years off or a year off or something, but nothing we can do about that. Um, we will actually be working. Let's go ahead and make sure that debug's off. We will be going ahead and working on getting him to marry or to. He's in my thing, right? He's imprisoned. I might be able to negotiate his release. Now, I can convert who is not your vassal. Okay, I can't demand conversion. Is there anything I can do with him, actually? It'd be cool if I could demand his conversion, but it's not going to work because he is my liege. Hmm. That kind of ruins a little bit of my plan there. I was actually going to do what one of you guys suggested. Um and I think it was, let's see here, hold on. I think it was True Mystic had said to, try to convert him and then marry him to, I think his exact words were my granddaughter or one of my granddaughter's niece, sister, wives, or something like that. I think that's exactly the words that he was using. But I don't think that's going to happen because I can't force him to convert. Hmm. Yeah, we're kind of in a tight spot here because the only thing I think I can do is either ransom him. I could gain a hook, which actually wouldn't be too bad either. I could ransom him as well, which is 50 gold or a hook. Is it a weak hook? It is a weak hook. He doesn't hate me as of right now, but he may hate me after I release him. I'm not really sure. Let's think. How can I go about this where I get the most out of having him as my prisoner? I really don't care to have Illyria. That's the thing. I don't really want Illyria. He's very low on army, though. He only has 2,500. Well, that's his garrison or levies. He's got 4,700. It's the Illyrian longbowman. It's kind of nuts. So we have the 600 gold just sitting in our pockets. I'm thinking. Now let's see. We got Rolovoth here. Rolovoth has just windmills, almost done. We have Cinderhall, which is making us a decent chunk. It's not as much money as I'd like. Israelis is making us almost nothing. It would be nice to build a building here. Um, this place needs to get rid of Bandit Country, so we'll go ahead and upgrade that. Try to get rid of the Bandit Country. And then I'd like to build this into a castle once that's upgraded, eventually. But I'm thinking I can kind of go, let's go to our activities. Let's do a hunt. I am going to go ahead and do a hunt, actually. We're just going to go right here. And I really wanted to just see where our danger is here. So we have massive danger through here. 100% danger here, Bandit County, Quiet Villages, and it's a county control is -52. So our major is really just county control in pretty much everything. County control on these roads are terrible. So we need to fix the county control for sure. County control here's better. Mostly just like a 30% chance. This is a 36. That's got a popular opinion is negative +15. These are pretty good. These are really bad. 43 chance of danger here is just Highlands and county control. Which the Highlands danger is not terrible. 48 here for hills. So I do want to do the hunt here. We're going to do the hunt in that spot. Let's go ahead and do the hunt. Kind of move along a little bit. I'm just going to do a couple things while we wait. And we try to figure out what we need to do here. It's a peasant rebel. Got the intrigue perk. Let's go down. Innocence of a child. I think we went charismatic last time. Like I said, there was a couple small things that we're not going to have exactly the same. Let's just hunt a fox. That's a good idea. We have a massive army right here. Rontai, Zelan Garab, and Valon Theres. Wow, these are some massive armies walking through our lands. And this one also, the Lower Derivos, Derivos and Wind Coast. That's a lot. All right, let's get back on your horse so we can get our increase here. I'd like to get an actual hunt to go through. Let's see. Very good. Continue. Increase slight. Gain a little bit of stress, but increase goes up. Gain a little bit more money here, or a little bit more increase of the success chance. I'm up to level 2 stress, but I'll write in my journal to lose some of that. Almost a 70% chance, so we may actually do this. We have a ransom for him, 50 gold. We're not taking it, sorry. We're not going to ransom him off yet. Unleash the hounds. It actually worked. We actually finished a hunt this time. Perfect. I'm keeping the memento. Cost me 30 gold. Is there an issue with these? I'm not really 100% sure. How much is that going to sell for? 80 gold. It's a mastered work. I don't know if maybe there's a problem with trinkets. I haven't really had that many, so I'm not really sure. Somebody lost a war. Who is this? Chiefess Tyrannia. Or Tyrannia. That's not how you spell that. Triana. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Mantaran Trials, they're their own thing. And they're not under them anymore. That's weird. Volantis is no longer purple either. Free City of Volantis is now held by... Yeah. Hey, Hadar. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to say it. These people, on the other hand... This could be a potential alliance for us. If they like us, but I'm not really sure on that. We are going to go ahead. I think try to get the hook on him. I don't know if this, we prematurely did this, and if we release him for a hook, we still could potentially gain enough on the hook to be able to possibly marry somebody to him, or at least change our stuff. But I can't. That's the biggest thing was the conversion, but I can't do that either. So let's go ahead and just do a weak hook. I could get 50 gold, but I'm really not struggling for gold right now. I mean, I will be as soon as I upgrade some buildings, but if I could get a hook on him, and then I can't arrange a marriage yet. And I can't do that either. She's how old? She's 59. I think I go ahead and just release him. It's probably the best bet. But before I do that, I do want to go ahead and make a decision. All right, so that's my new heir. I'm so sorry, Denise, but you have some problems, especially this one. I mean, you look cool. I'll give you that. You look pretty cool with the scars and the burn. You'd probably be a badass, but we're gonna rip it for Titos. Titos here is going to lead our lands with his orange hair. Why does he have orange hair? White hair and tan hair, or blonde hair, and he comes out orange haired. I mean, hey, whatever. He's got really good traits though. I'm very happy with his traits. So that is our heir now. We are also going to make good with our liege, and we are going to negotiate his release for a hook, which may give us some. He may like us for this, actually. I'm not sure. Nope, he does not like me. He actually loses a little bit, but he is terrified of me because, number one, he's a child. He may die on the way back. So let's pause it before he gets back. Let's make some moves, because if he dies while he's walking, then I lose the hook. So let's see what we can do. Maybe I can arrange a marriage for my son, this son, or my grandson Baylor. He's too young. My granddaughter with him. That's really not that far off, to be honest. That would be crazy, but it would be born into his family. That's not what I want. What about his brother? I know he has a brother. Age. I know he has a brother. Hold on. Let me go find his brother. Wait, does he not have a brother? He has Aemond, which I think Aemond would... Yeah, he is the primary heir. Can I get a marriage for them with the hook? 126, no. Okay. That's not fun. What about her? Nope. Damn, they just do not like me, man. Even with the hook, I can't do anything to him. I mean, I can convert his contract or change his... That's not him. I can change his contract. There's just really not much I can do. I can request a court position. That's not what I want. I can maybe modify his for council rights. You know, suppose an equal exchange. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I don't have anything else on this, so I can't even do that. So I can't even change that. What kind of... What does he have? Yeah, there's a couple little issues here. Ooh, what if I got his crown? He doesn't like that. I could use his hook, though, to get it. I'm actually going to do this. Let's see. We got a prized ring, which is a famed trinket. We got a mace. We have his crown, which you can't see, which kind of sucks. And we have his regalia. I wonder how much the regalia is worth. I know the armor is not going to be a lot. The prized ring might be worth some. I could get me a nice ring, though. This ring would be nice. I don't know how much would he actually... Would he take the ring? Oh, he wouldn't let me do the ring. Okay. Could take his crown. I have to pay for it, 132 gold. I'm not doing that. Come on. There's like nothing I can do here. I could force him, could demand payment. He could pay me 60 gold. It's more than what I would have gotten if I would have just released him. I don't want to claim his title because I don't really want his title, but I could try to do an independence faction, but I don't have enough military for that. All right, guys, I think I'm just going to demand payment. 60 gold. I don't really have a choice. There's not that much I can do. So 60 gold is going to put me up to 700 gold. Paid off the hook. Let's see if he dies. He survives the walk through. All right. Can I kidnap him again? Let's see. Abduct. I can't abduct him for another 10 years. Okay, so I can't abduct him for 10 years. I really can't do anything with their contract. I think it's because I'm a clan contract, because I don't have the other options above it. So that was a waste. I mean, I did get some gold, but I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just start expanding our places here. Let's go ahead and throw in, I want military strength. We're going to go down the, actually, no, we need money. Screw that. We need money. I could just build windmills and water mills. Is there a trade port in this one? There is a trade port. Let's throw a trade port in this one because it's on the water. And then in our castle here, our main castle, we're going to throw windmills here as well to gain some more gold here. And then over in Rolovoth, that's almost done. Rolovoth is 3 months left. So these 3 are being built. Could I potentially... Oh, I can't do anything until this is finished. I can't build any holdings until that's finished. Maybe I start expanding my main thing here. Missing 4 gold. I'd like to build a city. It's going to cost me 380 gold to make a city. Is this worth doing this early, though? I don't think so. What's the control here? Popular opinion's crap. Illegitimate rule, which is true. Wait, did I ever do a funeral? Wasn't there a funeral that I should have done for one of my people? That's not the right thing. One of my people. My cousin. I could do one for my cousin. I could gain some renown. I also could gain some legitimacy, I think, for doing these. We don't need to do a crazy one. Just going to cost us nothing to do ceremonials. It costs us 15 gold here. And we don't have to travel. So why not, I guess. We'll do a funeral for my cousin that I don't think I've ever met. Lord Menio. Sure. We don't have to travel. My friend died. I gained stress. Oh, Lord. All right. Windmills are constructed. That boosts me to 2.2. So when that one's done here with the trade port, that'll boost me to another 0.8. And then what is this? That's not gonna gain me legitimacy. We'll lose some stress. This is actually a good idea for some stress loss, to be honest. No longer overwhelmed by stress. Perfect. Let's do the 85% chance. Gains me 100 piety. My granddaughter and me become closer. She gains comforted and I gain opinion. Let's lose some more stress. I think stress is a good option here. Oh, I need to unpause. I didn't realize it was paused. Make a speech promising to rule in his honor. I don't really think that matters because he didn't rule here. That would lose a lot of issues, but I'm going to gain stress back here. Lose some more stress. That's great. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let this time go. Oh, we got a pox near us. Volantis boils. Already killed 111 people. Lose some stress or gain some more piety. I'm going to lose some stress. Up to 1,000 prestige. Thought I had a lot more prestige than that, but I don't know why. Oh. House Cynder. Kingdom of the Basilisk Reach. All right, so they're finishing up the last couple things there. Gain some. There it is. That's what I needed. That's what I was hoping for. Gained a little bit of stress, but I did gain the legitimacy. Okay, this should be done any minute. Beautiful. Another 20. Perfect. Finished the funeral. We got a death of the dragon rider. He was burned to death. Anything here? Any wars going on down here? No. I just like to check that now. All right, so this now makes us 0.5. This place has about 9 months left. This has 3 years left, and this is about halfway done there for the bandit stuff. Prestige. Why did I lose prestige now? Oh, because yeah. Never mind. I made Titus our heir. Can I upgrade this level 4 yet? No. 184, so I have to wait almost 20 years, like 15 years for that. I'm gonna lose this, which kind of sucks. I'd like to change this to male. But honestly, equal's not bad because then it doesn't matter who takes it. Which I guess is fine. Probably actually preferred right now anyway. Yeah, so we only have negative 20. What's this faction that wants to kill me? Remus's Folly. Remus, get your people, man. Why do these people want to fight me? 82 control. I gotta boost the control here, but this control is taking its sweet, sweet time. Who are you? Chief John of Zoglos. Huh? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Lose some stress. I see what happened. They're starting to give the land away again. And she gave the land to this guy up here, Chief Jean. Which I honestly kind of want to take Zoglos just to stop that. And then take this down here, take these 4 pieces. But I need this. I need that. I need the settlement thing. So this, once this upgrades from this, the settlement will go away and I could probably grab another settlement. All right, Titus has begun his heir in training. I also need to keep an eye on his children. He is married to Melis. She is not pregnant. Can she get pregnant? I need to check that. Yes, she can. So one thing we're missing is military, and I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to get some light horsemen. These counter archer types. We're going to upgrade these once. That leaves us with 218 gold. The reason I did that was because, of course, they have a massive Illyrian longbowman, and that's an archer type. So we need to slowly start expanding our light horseman regiment and gain some more men and stuff like that for this. I may actually upgrade this to level 3. It's going to cost me another 85, or should I make another thing or another regiment? Maybe we make some cheap ones, like some stepstone or some light footmen. I think this should be actually okay. Let's make some light footmen, and we'll upgrade we'll upgrade both of them once. We'll station these guys real quick. Let's put them here. They're not the best, but having 200 extra men will help us, since these upgrade in the hundreds as well, which that's another 500 men right here. So that puts us at 1,400. And then what we're going to start doing is we're going to slowly start to upgrade all these castles. This one's getting pretty good. This one's going to have a decent amount of development growth, and our taxes are going up. This, of course, being our main capital. We do want to continue to upgrade this as much as possible. Eventually upgrading to this would be nice. This will give us a massive boost in levies, but it is very expensive and something that we're going to have to look into really saving up some cash for. Look at that. My husband has gained me 20 gold of the household savings. All right, what do we have in here? We do have some low control. Not going to do that again. I already took care of that like 7 times. Low county control. We could claim our title's or our liege's title, which we can claim for the High Lordship of Ruklan Numazmi. I need a lot more prestige, but I can claim it. The thing about this is if I claim this, I get an unpressed claim, but is not passed over if I die. Yeah. So I'm already 53. I'm pretty fine in the health area. My husband is 52. So I only have another. My diplomacy is literal terrible. It's actually hurting my general opinion and monthly prestige. That's a massive decrease. That's really sucky. Nonetheless, I think that once I'm dead and Titos here has taken over, we will push the claim for this. And hope that we can do that. I need to go ahead and make some accolades. Something I have kind of not really worried too much about, mainly for the fact that we didn't really have a reason for them. I think I threw 2 people in it and just left it. Mainly for the fact that we didn't have a military, didn't have an army. I didn't really care to do anything with it. Now that we do have that, let's go ahead and get some successors. These are going to cost me some gold, but both of these guys would work for this one. For the Steel Hand and the Silver Guardian. Don't have one for this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and look for a successor for this. That's not terrible. And we will go ahead and grab a successor for the other one out of one of these two. I think, which one of these guys has a better, better traits along the top? Okay, so he's decent. Not a bad marshal. This guy's terrible, just 29 prowess. Prowess here's kind of a... Ooh, I have a hook on him. Recruit. I didn't realize I had a hook on him. What about this guy? Do I have a hook? No. But I will pay for him. I get them both. That's fine. That gives me 2 more knights to fight with. We're going to force him. I'll force my husband because he's 13. He is forbidden for fighting because I do not want him fighting, and we'll forbid him as well because he is my my spy master, and he's my heir. I do not want anything to happen to him. I usually wouldn't push a chancellor, but I need fighters. We'll go ahead and invite captains as well. Get another run of captains in here. Let's see what else we got. Let's go ahead and write down our thoughts so that way I lose some stress. And then I think that's pretty much everything I'm wanting to do here. Let's check these. What do we got here? Almost, what is this? I can only do it the 84th, so I gotta wait 20 years for that. All right. Let's see here. Let us throw my spy master back on finding secrets in Manteris. And I think I'm going to end up taking Zoglos here. I think I am going to end up taking it just once I... Oh, small harbors are done. Sweet. We've got Rogo here. Rogo has a 23 prowess, an 18 martial. What's our martial right now? 9. It is my my daughter. He's a whole hell of a lot better. What is he? He's infirm. He's Dothraki, of course. I should have thought about that. Aggressive attacker. He's pretty decent. I like his martial skill. Or trait. I think he would be a good addition. How much is it going to cost me, though? 35 gold. I don't have that. Let's go down. Family freeze, time for prayer. We're going to prayer again, or gain some stress. I think... Yeah, we'll go down that. Or almost a spider, which will help with our diplomacy. I'm the Valyrian head of Associate Valyrian. All right, Rogo has arrived, so that's... I can't really do anything with that. I don't really want to bring these people in. All right, this is a successor for this, 22 prowess. Let's go ahead and see why I can't... Why is it so hard for me to find that sometimes? Can't grab him. This guy I can. We will go ahead and add him as a successor. We'll go ahead and add him. So that is now a successor to this. If you guys have any names for these, go ahead and leave them in the description below, and we'll use these. Or I'll use some of your names for these. I was thinking, we've got some pretty good names here. Also need to find a name for this piece of land. I'm just not sure what I'm wanting to go with yet. Probably another tragedy, if I had to guess. Another tragedy. We'll name it something to do with tragedy. I haven't lost anybody in a long time, but I need to find the closest thing of wood and knock on it because I have a feeling that's going to change pretty quick. All right, Steel Hand. That's the Silver Guard. I did not assign the successor, did I? No, I did not. We want him. Yeah, that's fine. I can demand payments from Ilvar, my son and heir, and my daughter, but I'm not going to do that because I'm keeping the hooks on them just in case. We're up to 1,000 men. We do have this peasant rabble here, which you're over here doing that. Let's fix Remus Folly real quick. We're also going to take care of this finally. I know it's been a while. I've not done anything with this. We want to add this. We need, what is this one? So stewardship skill is going to help on these. We'll do aptitudes. Average be plus 30 on her stewardship skill, plus 20 in realm capital, plus 20 in realm capital, but I'll gain legitimacy and courtier and guest opinion. Okay. We'll actually go ahead and add her. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but we'll go ahead and get her in here because that's always good to have. I think for right now that's good everywhere else. What do we got here? Low, yeah. Yeah, we got low control here. Does not change very fast, and low control here, which I do need to get that fixed. What about this? We do have, oh, we took care of the bandits. Okay, good. We did take care of the bandits. Everything else should be built. The windmills are almost done there. We've finished the small harbor. We finished the windmill there, and this place, this settlement can actually be, I could build some stuff here. These are very cheap, and I need to. Let's go ahead and throw construction guilds in. That's going to boost building construction time and development growth. It's 15%. We'll also get development growth started here. And we're going to be losing money for a minute. Restoration efforts bolstered in Cryogothus, or Cryogothus, however you pronounce it. I saw something pop up, and now I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't remember. Do I have any that I can use again? Vagon, I can use it on him. Can I demand payment for this, or do you just not have enough gold? Yeah, he doesn't have enough gold. Can't use it on him yet. I already used it on him once. And this girl or guy, what is this? Is this a guy or a girl? This is a girl. She is wandering around somewhere. All right. We can take off to redouble guards now because there's no longer anybody trying to kill me. We can throw on, ooh, negative 25% secrecy for all opposing schemes. I've never actually looked at these countermeasures. Okay, cool. Yeah, so withdraw for view is good, and redouble guards is really good. All right, this is starting to go up. Why did they move their capital over here? Wait a minute. Do I want her to be arrogant, compassionate, or callous? Arrogant gonna help me with anything, or is this? Oh, it's virtuous. Yeah, we'll give her arrogant. All right, Seven Kingdoms has now reached itself into Volantis. The free city of Marine. The free city of Marine here now. Of Old Volantis for some reason. Jeez. City of Volantis is now being held by the free city of Marine. What is going on? Wait. What happened? What do you mean the free city of Marine is here? How do you hold this title? Oh, you got elected. First Magister got elected. Okay. I was like, how did that happen? But yeah, this is the Seven Kingdoms now. It now holds some of Volantis. So Volantis has shrank drastically. It is now just this. Still decent military power, but they are no longer as big as they were. How big is the Seven Kingdoms now? How many they have 40,000 men. That's not to mention all the allies, which is the entire kingdom. That's pretty scary. Bravos is slowly starting to expand out this way. Seven Kingdoms, this is some real border gore for sure. I mean, look at this. Seven Kingdoms down here in Volantis and stuff is a weird one. They're just gonna keep expanding, I have a feeling. So we'll probably Manteris will probably be next. That or these guys. All right, let's keep this unpaused. My daughter has given birth to a son. Let me grab the name list. We are going to go with True Mystic. You have given me the name Darren. Now, you also recommended like 8 different names, so I'll pick one boy, one girl from the name list, and then I'll pick some others from other people, and then I'll go back to yours later. So I'm not just using yours every time. But we'll go Darren or Darren, however you want to pronounce it. Melis becomes a rival of Rainey's, of course. My family hates each other. Construction guilds have been built. I want to go to, we're making money, but very little money. Oh. Oh, okay. So I've had this happen 3 times now. I don't know. I don't know if this is something that we can work past, actually, guys. I'm going to try. How far was the autosave? Played today. So this autosave may help us. We'll see what this autosave sits at. We may have to do a couple things. You know, I usually would cut this, but I kind of want to show you guys something. This is something that I've been dealing with now for a couple episodes. We might actually be at the end of House Cynder. It seems like I can only play each episode recording for about 20 minutes or so before the game just completely hangs up on a random day and year. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. Every time I do like a bunch of things at once, it seems to lock up. So let's go ahead and do these again. We'll get the guilds back. And it locked up at the 18th of 169, if I'm not mistaken. I had to reload the game and everything, so I'm just checking to make sure I have everything that I had before. Yep, Maynard's a new one. My 2 regiments. We're almost out of this. Yep, okay, we've got this. Tidbits from far away, vastly local market, a merchant from far. Oof, excuse me. Faraway lands catches my attention. Come closer, my lady. Marvel at treasures never seen before in these lands. Let us do... Well, she could tell me what I know, but the Baylor's Rest gains threatened merchants for 5 years, which is popular opinion -20. We do not need that. So we'll just do this should cover both trinkets and information. I gain intrigue, gain some stress, more vigilant, but I spend 25 gold. Or should I just fail this and spend some prestige? We're going to spend some prestige because I don't really want to go farther into debt. She's going to gain the arrogant trait. I want to keep an eye on this. I think it was like the 11th moon 168 or something when it froze. Let's see what it does. Okay, here's the daughter again. Oh no, this is a daughter this time. Okay. True Mystic, your name now is going to be used is Kiara. 1A. Yep. Kiara, may you grow strong and wise. It did not hang up on the 10th moon. It's on the 11th moon. It did not hang up on the 11th moon. Construction guilds have been built. Heir interference. It is important for Titus to learn how to rule, and one day Baylor's Rest will be his, but lately the lad has gone too far. Twice now I have given orders to the courtiers only to later discover that he has countermanded them. A recent judgment of mine against a lawbreaker was quietly undone as Titus evidently had disagreed but neglected to tell me. Even more vexing, several times I have given commands only to have men glance towards my son as looking for confirmation. I'm going to go with this. We're going to gain the stress. Yes, I'm allowing him to do this only because we need a strong leader. Going to gain some stress. Keeping an eye on this to see if it's going to lock up again. I don't think it is. Stress. Vienna and Eric's. We will see it goes like this. You see it goes like this. That's more stress. Her education focus is furthered. Sweet. Death of a Dragon Rider. I was taking a walk with Chief Aranos and Ragaman when Aranos stumbled and fell on the ground. Immediately, Ragaman rushes over to help him. Are you okay? I think I scratched my knee. Let's rush him to a physician immediately. I'm in debt. I know. Trying to get out of that, actually. It's our men-at-arms. Our men-at-arms are almost done. Let's see. It's level 2, level 3, yeah. It hasn't locked up. We are at 2 speeds, so I'm kind of keeping it a little slower. That way it doesn't lock up again. But I will go ahead and just use this time since we know that we're having some issues with this. I am looking to start another series. I'm not 100% sure where we're going to have that series at right now. But I'm thinking that series will probably be back in the 7 Kingdoms here. I'm kind of leaning either the Reach area or the North. And it could even be a Wildlings playthrough, which is something I've not done. I've played the Wildlings way back before this whole wilderness thing was introduced. Which I don't know if this is... I still don't know what the wilderness was added by. I think it was LOV, the legacy. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But if we do this, and we do this run with this, I'll try loading it with LOV and see if it actually has... Oops, I was trying to minimize something. See if it has this wilderness, and if it doesn't, then I will add Legacy of Valeria back just to have the wilderness up here, because I feel like the wilderness expansions up here would be really cool. Mainly for the fact that, you know, if you start somewhere, say, in the Frozen Gulch here, and then you can expand outwards in these pieces of land that are not owned by Queen Sabbatha, because they're not supposed to be owned by Queen Sabbatha. But you can slowly expand out and, you know, create your own kingdom and stuff. Like, you start here or start here, you can work your way up this way and stuff like that. You know, unite the entire wildlings and then try to take the wall. Like that would be the goal or something, is try to break the wall and then become swear fealty or something, or try to take the north. I don't know. We'd see what we could, come up with that, but not really sure which route I'm wanting to do. Potentially maybe a run at the stepstones. Um maybe playing as Prince Daemon Targaryen and try to try to do what he tried to do, which is unite the stepstones under the Iron Kingdom, or the seven kingdoms, the Iron Throne. There's a few different options, but yeah, for right now, this is the only one that's not part of the Seven Kingdoms. Gallo Cove. So yeah, we'll look into that a little bit. I'm planning on starting that here shortly. And that will run simultaneously to this one, as long as this one continues and it doesn't continue to give us problems. I would love for this one to continue, and if this one does continue to give us problems, then I can try to mimic this area the best I can and create it on the new create it all on the new side, or the new side, the new update. So that way we can play it on the new update and we won't have as many issues. Of course, things like this we're not going to have. The Seven Kingdoms are going to be up here again, and I can try to start it at the closest date that I can get it to. Try to create our family the best I can. We probably won't have our dynasty tree, which would suck, but this is a pretty hefty tree here. A lot of our family members are the same people like 18 times, but this side of the tree is exactly the same as this side of the tree. It's funny. But yeah, so we have let this run for a little bit just on 2 speed. It doesn't seem to be doing anything wrong. I think we are pushing that 50-minute mark right now. We're gonna go and let this get to the 90 or to the 100. This is almost finished here. Increase control, and then we'll put it back to this. This should maybe give me some kind of secret. Go ahead and just 5 speed that to get that to move. No, you'll keep going. Actually, we are going to try to 5 speed. Oh, man, it did it again. Yeah. I can't really do anything if it's going to keep doing that. Now, I'm keeping this in for you guys, mainly to kind of give you an idea of why this might be, this series might have to be shelved until I can fix it. Or until I can get it transferred over to the newest update. But we're stuck on the 5th moon, the 10th of the 5th moon, 169 AC, and I can't pause. I can't do anything. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end this episode, on the second freeze here. I think we're pretty much at that time limit anyway for our episode here. I'm gonna try to shorten them down to about 50 to 55 minutes. I know they've been at like 100, I know they've been at an hour and 10, hour and 20 sometimes, and I really don't want them that long. So I'm going to try to shorten them down to about 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes probably. But yeah, this sucks. I hate that this is doing this. And it all started because I had a load order issue that I corrected, and I focused on fixing this with all these down here, and that caused an issue with these, and we were already like 4 episodes in or 5 episodes in. So I'm taking full blame for this. And this is something I have to learn, doing this where I play these longer than 4 or 5 days. I used to play these where I play a playthrough where I play it for 5 days straight, where I'm not recording it and things like that. I'm just playing for fun, and I get to a point to where I don't have to really focus on the YouTube side of things, where I'm just playing the game for fun. And I would get to a point where I'm like, all right, I want to play someone else. But this, you're dragging it out 20 hours, 25 hours in game, and I'm not used to going in one playthrough with multiple updates, and that can cause issues But I am using that new, or at least not the new, but I am using the merged thing to where they don't update on their own. So at least that's a good thing. But I've got to be a little more careful, I guess, for the next couple updates or episodes and series. I guess I just got to be more careful with load order and things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. As you guys can see, this is going to be a little bit of a fun project to try to fix. I will try to move this over to like 17.1, 1.17.1 or whatever the update is, and try to update the mods the best I can and then recreate what we have here. Volantis just being here. Maybe give the Seven Kingdoms this section, or just, allow Volantis to be all the way over here. Give Manteris all this land again. The Ryon here. So there's some things we can do, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And the next episode will not be Cynder. Just giving you a heads up. House Cynder's episode will probably end for now with this one until I can fix it. The next episode will be somewhere in the Seven Kingdoms, most likely, or the Stepstones down here. We will see what we get into here when that comes. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.